With an ever-increasing population of the world, enhancement of food production becomes a major necessity. Biological principles applied to animal husbandry and plant breeding play a key role in efforts to increase food production. Several new techniques like embryo transfer technology and tissue culture techniques play a pivotal role in enhancing food production.
Hello students, ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਪਾਠ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪ ਸਭ ਦਾ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ। ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਐਨੀਮਲ ਹਸਬੈਂਡਰੀ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਸਾਡੀ ਲਗਭਗ 2/3 ਜਨਸੰਖਿਆ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਸ਼ੂ ਪਾਲਣ ਸਵੈ ਰੋਜ਼ਗਾਰ ਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਮੁੱਖ ਜ਼ਰੀਆ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਛੋਟੇ ਅਤੇ ਮੱਧ ਵਰਗ ਦੇ ਫਾਰਮਰਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ-ਨਾਲ ਲੈਂਡਲੈਸ ਲੇਬਰਰਸ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਇਨਕਮ ਵਧਾਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਰੂਰਲ ਏਰੀਆਜ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਲਾਈਵਸਟਾਕ ਅਤੇ ਲਾਈਵਲੀਹੁੱਡ ਕਲੋਜ਼ਲੀ ਇੰਟਰਕਨੈਕਟਡ ਹਨ। ਇਹ ਪਿੰਡ ਦੇ ਗਰੀਬ ਕਿਸਾਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫੂਡ ਸਿਕਿਉਰਿਟੀ ਅਤੇ ਏਮਪਲੋਇਮੈਂਟ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਵਾਈਡ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਪਰ ਹਾਈਬ੍ਰਿਡ ਬਰੀਡਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਅਵੇਅਰਨੈਸ ਦੀ ਕਮੀ ਦੇ ਕਾਰਨ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਰ ਕੈਪੀਟਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਸ਼ਨ ਪੱਖੋਂ ਪਿਛੜ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ। ਇੱਥੇ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਇਹ ਉੱਠਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਸ਼ਨ ਵਧਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਟੈਕਨੀਕਸ ਅਡਾਪਟ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ ਚਾਹੀਦੀਆਂ ਹਨ। It is fundamental to enhance the food production in order to meet the needs of the growing population of our country. In order to enhance food production, we require more agricultural land. However, as land availability is limited, we have to focus on intensive agriculture and animal husbandry. Do you know what animal husbandry is? Animal husbandry is an agricultural practice or a science of rearing, breeding and raising livestock. ਜਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ it is a branch of science which deals with the study of various breeds of domesticated animals and their management for obtaining better products and services from them. ਆਓ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਇਹ ਜਾਣੀਏ ਕਿ ਲਾਈਵਸਟਾਕ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਬੇਸਿਕਲੀ ਲਾਈਵਸਟਾਕ ਤੋਂ ਭਾਵ ਹੈ ਡੋਮੈਸਟਿਕ ਐਨੀਮਲਸ which provide us milk, hide or flesh, and it includes cattle, buffaloes, sheep, goats, pigs, horses and elephants. Cows and buffaloes are most important. On the basis of their utility, domestic animals are divided into 3 types.
The first are milk-providing animals. These are also known as milch animals, such as cows, buffaloes, goats, and sheep, which give us milk. Second are meat-providing animals, such as pigs, goat, sheep, rabbits, chicks, and ducks, etc., which are the main source of meat. These are also known as general utility animals, as they provide the wool and fur along with flesh. Third are draft animals. Generally, these are known as working animals, such as ox, bullocks, camels, and horses. They are mostly used for plowing and for transportation of goods.
ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਐਨੀਮਲ ਹਸਬੈਂਡਰੀ ਐਨੀਮਲ ਸਾਇੰਸ ਹੈ ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਐਨੀਮਲਸ ਦੀ ਰੀਅਰਿੰਗ, ਫੀਡਿੰਗ, ਕੇਅਰਿੰਗ, ਬਰੀਡਿੰਗ ਅਤੇ ਯੂਟਿਲਾਈਜੇਸ਼ਨ ਬਾਰੇ ਸਟੱਡੀ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ। Animal husbandry mainly enhances the potential of milk, meat and egg production ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਮਨੁੱਖ ਦੀ ਸਬਸਿਡਰੀ ਇਨਕਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਾਧਾ ਹੋ ਸਕੇ, particularly rural areas ਵਿੱਚ. It is estimated that only 20 to 25% of the cattle come under the category of crossbred or graded stock. ਇਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਇੱਕ ਵੱਡੀ ਸਮੱਸਿਆ ਹੈ. So animal husbandry is very important. Now let us know the precautions to be taken in management of the livestock. Management of livestock. When we talk about livestock management, we visualize about animals' shelter, feeding and mating. But this is not enough. We have to take certain precautions while feeding and housing of animals. So let us start with proper feeding and housing of animals.
Feeding and housing. Care must be taken while feeding animals. Their food should contain all essential nutrients such as carbohydrates, proteins, fats, minerals, vitamins and water. The food for cattle should include cotton seeds, oil cakes, cereal grains, bran, green roughage and cereal straws. ਭਾਵ ਪਸ਼ੂਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੜੇਵੇਂ, ਖਲ, ਦਾਣੇ, ਤੂੜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹਰਾ ਚਾਰਾ ਪਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ. On an average, an Indian cow eats about 15 to 20 kilograms of green fodder and 4 to 5 kilograms of dry grass, which is mixed with a sufficient amount of oil cakes, cereal grains, bran. A cow drinks about 27 to 36 liters of water daily. So we must provide clean sufficient quantity of water. Besides this, we must also bathe the cattle. We must protect our animals from too much heat, rain and cold. Their shed should have proper sanitation and ventilation. Too many animals should never be kept in a small space. Animal habitat should be separated from the human habitat. Sometimes, domestic animals get infected with bacterial and viral diseases. The most common viral disease found in cattle is pox. Pox mainly infects cows, goats, and sheep, while dermatitis is found in goats and sheep. Foot and mouth disease is also common in all cattle. Bacterial diseases are also found in animals in the form of tuberculosis. Diphtheria is found in calves. Foot rot is found in sheep. So we should be familiar with the symptoms of these diseases, as most of these diseases can be prevented by proper sanitation, balanced diet, proper housing, and proper vaccination of animals at a proper time and age.
Overall, animal husbandry depends on various factors. If we want to increase the animal productivity, then we have to take few precautions, such as we should provide healthy, nutritious and balanced diet to our animals. We should take care about the fodder, means fodder quality and quantity, water, etc. We should also take care of its habitat, otherwise in the extreme climatic condition, they may be ill. It will obviously affect the animal's productivity. We should be familiar with the veterinary diseases and its symptoms also. If we find symptoms of any disease, then we should take the remedial measures. It means we should directly inform the local veterinary hospital for its remedial measures. We should also be familiar with hybrid breeds and we should take proper care about breeding of animals. We must be familiar with all economic aspects of the animals. We must know the value of each and every part of the animals. Without knowing about animal breeds, we are not able to get the maximum output from livestock. So let us explore about animal breeding. Animal breeding. breeding means to reproduce. In case of animals, selective breeding is done with an aim of increasing the yield of animals and improving the desirable qualities of the produce. Two individuals with superior desired characters are selected as parents to be crossed. Before discussing breeding, let us try to understand the term breed. A breed is a group of animals related by descent. They are similar in most characters such as appearance, features, size, color, etc. Do you know there are about 30 indigenous breeds of cows found in India? These can be divided into three groups on the basis of their utility, such as milch breeds,
draft breeds,
general utility or dual purpose breeds. Let us explore more about these specific breeds.
Milch breeds are also known as dairy breeds. These breeds of cows are high milk yielder, such as Gir, Sahiwal and Red Sindhi. Draft breeds are strong and powerful and are the beast of burden. They are mainly used for ploughing and transportation purposes. These include Nagauri and Malvi breeds of bullocks. Mixed breeds are also known as general utility or dual-purpose breeds. Here cows are good milk yielder and bullocks are good for draft work, such as Sahiwal and Kankaraj. There are some indigenous breeds of buffaloes, such as Murrah, Mehsana and Surti. These are common high milk yielding breeds found in India.
I hope now you are familiar with popular breeds of cows and buffaloes that are native of India, such as Red Sindhi, Sahiwal, Gir. While indigenous breeds of buffaloes are Murrah, Mehsana and Surti. Over the last 3 decades, improved practices of raising animals have resulted in the development of new breeds of dairy animals. This has substantially increased our milk production. So these days, there is no shortage of milk, which is the most nutritious food in the country. The credit for increased milk production goes to Dr. Varghese Kurian. Dr. Kurian is the founder chairman of National Dairy Development Board, which designed and implemented Operation Flood, the program which led to the White Revolution or self-sufficiency of the country in dairy products. Dr. Varghese Kurian is also known as the father of White Revolution. To ensure proper nutrition to our growing population, our government has established a number of agencies. These agencies are working in collaboration with the scientists and the farmers, such as
Central Institute for Research on Buffaloes is established in Hisar of Haryana. National Dairy Research Institute or NDRI is established in Karnal of Haryana. National Dairy Development Board or NDDB is established in Anand of Gujarat. National Research Centre for Camel or NRCC is established in Bikaner of Rajasthan. National Research Centre for Pig or NRC Pig is established in Guwahati of Assam. National Research Centre on Mithun or NRC Mithun is established in Medzifema of Nagaland. National Research Centre on Yak or NRC Yak is established in West Kemang of Arunachal Pradesh. Indian Council of Agricultural Research Institute or ICAR is established in New Delhi. Indian Agricultural Research Institute or IARI is established in Delhi, and many more institutes are engaged in the field of the betterment of animal husbandry.
All these agencies are working for the betterment of the animal husbandry. These all agencies are working with Farmers Cooperative Organization. By the efforts of these organizations, milk production increased manifold during the last 30 years. These agencies work to improve the productivity of animals by the help of inbreeding, outbreeding, and crossbreeding. So let us explore more about inbreeding, outbreeding, and crossbreeding. Inbreeding. Inbreeding refers to the mating of more closely related individuals within the same breed for 4 to 6 generations. The breeding strategy is very simple. In this type of breeding, superior males and superior females of the same breed are identified and mated in pairs. Or we can say, when breeding occurs between same breed of animals, then it is called inbreeding.
The young obtained from such mating are evaluated, and superior males and females among them are identified for further mating. A superior female in the case of cattle is the cow or buffalo that produces more milk per lactation. On the other hand, a superior male is the bull, which gives rise to superior progeny as compared to those of other males. So, on the same pattern of Mendel's principle, where homozygous pure lines in P were developed, which increases homozygosity, animals give better output in the form of productivity by inbreeding.
Actually, it is a breed or strain of animals or plants that maintains a high degree of consistency in certain characters as a result of inbreeding for generations. Inbreeding is necessary if we want to evolve a pure line in any animal. Inbreeding exposes harmful recessive genes that are eliminated by selection. It also helps in gathering of superior genes and elimination of less desirable genes. Therefore, it is helpful to enhance the productivity of inbred population. However, continued inbreeding usually reduces fertility and even productivity. This is called inbreeding depression. Now let us know about outbreeding. The breeding of distantly related or unrelated individuals to produce a hybrid of superior quality is known as outbreeding. ਜਦੋਂ ਦੋ same species ਦੇ dissimilar individuals reproduce ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਤਾਂ outbreeding ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਚਲੋ outbreeding ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ example ਰਾਹੀਂ ਸਮਝੀਏ।
Hybrid dogs like the cockapoo and outbreeding of Cocker Spaniel and Poodle breeds are living examples of the process. Outbreeding can occur in plants, animals, microscopic organisms, and even humans. Outbreeding can be either naturally occurring or the result of scientific intervention and may have positive or negative results. Sometimes, negative results are so worst that such hybrids are generally eradicated through natural selection due to their inferior survival capacity. Outbreeding which results in disadvantage to offspring is known as outbreeding depression.
Outbreeding depression is a scientific term that refers to when two distant relatives of the same species produce offspring less fit than themselves. It happens because the combination of genes from the dissimilar parents results in genetic traits that make the offspring less fit than either parent. Now let us explore about outcrossing. Outcrossing is the practice of mating of animals within the same breed but having no common ancestors on either side of their pedigree, that is, parents up to 4 to 6 generations. The offspring of such mating is known as an outcross. It is the best breeding method for animals that are below average in milk production, growth rate, etc. A single outcross often helps to overcome inbreeding depression. Now let us explore about crossbreeding.
Crossbreeding is the practice of mating of superior males of one breed with superior females of another breed. Crossbreeding allows the desirable qualities of two different breeds to combine. The young hybrid animals may themselves be used for commercial production. Sometimes the breed developed through inbreeding may be highly productive and capable, and that new stable breeds may be superior to the existing breeds. Many new animal breeds have been developed by this approach. Hisardale is a new breed of sheep developed in Punjab by crossing the Canary ewes and Merino rams.
I hope it is clear about crossbreeding and outbreeding. Now let's be familiar with interspecific hybridization. In this method, male and female animals of two different species are mated. In some cases, the young ones may combine desirable features of both the parents and may be of considerable economic value. For example, mule. Do you know what cross leads to the production of the mule? Actually, mule is the progeny of a male donkey and a female horse, while the hinny is the progeny of a male horse and a female donkey. Horses ਅਤੇ donkeys different species ਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਨ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ number of chromosomes ਵੀ different ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਨ. ਇਸੇ ਲਈ ਸਾਰੇ mules infertile ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਨ. But female mules that have oestrus cycles and can carry a fetus, that kind of female mules are known as moli. This kind of hinny or moli gets pregnant through embryo transfer technology, but sometimes they conceive through the natural process. We know that controlled breeding experiments are carried out by using artificial insemination. Let us explore about it.
Artificial insemination is a process in which the semen is collected from the male that is chosen as a parent and is injected into the reproductive tract of the selected female. The semen may be used immediately or can be frozen for later use. It can also be transported in frozen form in the females. In this way, desirable mating is carried. Artificial insemination helps us to overcome several problems of normal mating.
Sometimes the success rate of natural crossing and artificial insemination is not good enough. So to increase the chances of success of hybrids, there is another technique, that is multiple ovulation embryo transfer technology, or MOET. Let us know more about this technique.
Multiple ovulation embryo transfer technology is mainly used to increase the quality and quantity of animals. In this method, a cow is administered hormones like follicle stimulating hormone, which induces follicular maturation and superovulation. That is, the cow produces 6 to 8 eggs per cycle instead of producing 1 egg for that cycle. In this process, animal is either mated with an elite bull or artificially inseminated. The fertilized eggs are recovered non-surgically and transferred to surrogate mothers. The genetic mother is available for another round of superovulation. This technology is used for cows, buffaloes, mares, pigs, etc. By this technology, high milk-yielding breeds of females and high-quality meat-yielding bulls have been bred successfully to increase herd size in a short time.
I hope now you are familiar with animal husbandry. Let us recapitulate at a glance. Animal husbandry कई factors उते depend करदी है। जेकर ਅਸੀਂ animal production ਨੂੰ increase ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ fodder ਦੀ quality ਅਤੇ quantity, ਹੋਰ nutritive supplements, ਪਾਣੀ, shelter, animal diseases ਲਈ ਵੈਕਸੀਨਸ ਆਦਿ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ। ਜੇ ਬਿਮਾਰੀ ਦੇ ਕੋਈ ਲੱਛਣ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਆਉਣ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਰੰਤ ਬਚਾਵ ਦੇ ਉਪਾਅ ਕਰਨੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਹਨ। We should be familiar with hybrid breeds and we should take proper care in breeding animals. We must also be familiar with all breeding procedures such as inbreeding, outbreeding, artificial insemination, multiple ovulation, embryo transfer technology, etc. Now here's a quick test for you to find out how much you have actually absorbed. And the first question is, name any 2 breeds of buffaloes found in India. The answer is Murrah and Surti. My next question is, define animal husbandry. Answer. Animal husbandry is an agricultural practice or a science of rearing and breeding of livestock. The next question is, give 3 examples of milch animals. Answer. Cow, buffalo and goat are examples of milching animals. Next question. Give 3 examples of draft animals. Answer. Camel, horse and bullock are examples of draft animals. Here is the next question. Who is the father of White Revolution? And the answer is Dr. Verghese Kurian is the father of White Revolution. Next question. List out the methods that can be employed in animal breeding. Answer. Inbreeding, outbreeding, artificial insemination, multiple ovulation, embryo transfer technology. My next question is, National Dairy Development Board is established in which district and state of India? Answer. National Dairy Development Board is established in Anand district of Gujarat. Next question. Complete the following sentence. Indian Council of Agricultural Research Institute or ICAR is established in dash. The answer is Indian Council of Agricultural Research Institute is established in New Delhi. I hope you have enjoyed the lesson. Thank you for your attention and see you next time. Goodbye.